Alright, it's a little bit before 8 o'clock a.m., Sunday, June 1st, 2025. We are on a 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. 4-hour route to Downey, California from Corona, California. 30 packages. Let's go. Let's drop and go. Alright, it says this one wants a rear door delivery at this apartment. Let's see if we can do it. This looks like the rear door.
Oops, forgot to scan it.
Alright, this is route. While reviewing it, it looks like we've got about 5 apartments, which is not too bad, especially in this particular area. Was a little worried there that the geo fence was not going to, that I was out of the geo fence based on where the little blue dot was, but it let me deliver there, so all good to go. Now we're on to stop number 4.
This delivery here had no safe place to leave the package, so I just left it in the front of the door. Hopefully it doesn't get stolen.
Alright, this one has one-click access, but we gotta walk in. That one was sort of hard not to put in front of the door. Hopefully they'll be able to open it. Package didn't weigh much, so it should be fine. Hello, kitty. So it took about 40 minutes to get here from the station, and you know, a lot of people would complain when they first see this route that, oh, I can't do it, oh, I can't do it, it's too much, it's too far. But it's only got 30 packages. I've got 3 hours to do it after I arrived at the first one. I'm going to get done early still, and you know, you either have to have the attitude of, oh, I can't do it, in which case you probably won't do it, or you can have the attitude of, let's see how quickly we can get this done, how soon I can finish this. It's all about the attitude that you take. If you say you can't do something, you're right, you can't. That one had a nice big potted plant you could hide a package behind. And like I was just saying, I've had one route in the past 3 years in which I went overtime. And I went over by 15 minutes, and that was only because I got lost inside of an apartment complex the first time I was there. And also, that same apartment complex, it took forever to get in because they did not have proper directions on how to get to the correct gate that the one-click access was for. This apartment complex had like 5 separate entrances, and the one-click access only worked at one of the entrances. Hundreds of blocks that I've done over the past 7 years. I've gone over maybe twice, and not by much. But then people say, well, I still have an hour to get back home. Yeah, that's right. If you had a regular 9 to 5 job that was an hour away from your house, they don't pay you to drive home. Why should Amazon pay you to drive home? It would be nice if they did, but they're under no obligation and you shouldn't expect them to. If you get home half the time, by the time the end of the block, or within a couple of minutes of the end of the block time, you should consider yourself lucky. If not, there's a .com station probably near you that keeps you within 20 minutes of the station, 20-30 minutes of the station, that you don't have to drive all the way from Riverside County to Orange County or LA County. It'll keep you inside the county. They don't pay as much, but you get home quicker. This one also in the delivery instructions actually put the address again. That's totally unnecessary. So we've been delivering for 22 minutes now, and after this next delivery, I will be 1/3 of the way through in the first 22 minutes. And really, folks, if you cannot do 10 packages an hour, you probably shouldn't be doing this job. I know that's harsh, but this job just is not for some people. And one thing I would like to say right now is I'd like to thank my first viewer who also became my first ever subscriber to this channel. I've put out one video, it has 1 view, and it has 1 subscriber. So thank you very much, whoever you are. Also, I forgot to mention, there's a big difference between taking this route on a Sunday morning and taking it on a weekday morning at the same time. There is no way I would ever do a route out of Corona, California at 7 a.m. The chances of getting into traffic and taking the hour and a half to get to the first stop is too great. I will take 4 a.m. routes out of Corona, California every day of the week. But 7 a.m., I only will take them on the weekend. That one had a nice little place to leave a package without it being seen from the street. Like it. Alright, it looks like we're probably missing package number 14 and number 19. We definitely are missing package number 19. I noticed that at the station. I had a package that I scanned that it did not come up out on the route, so I double checked my itinerary and that address was on the route. However, it wasn't for that particular package, and so I just took it back inside, because it's not my job to fix their mistakes. Alright, even though there wasn't a hiding place for that one, I'm not too worried about it. They sounded like somebody was in there, so they'll be able to pick up that package real quick before a porch pirate can come. But we are in Downey, California. They don't have porch pirates here. Alright, that one had a nice little hedge I could place it behind, or there was a column there too.
I'm going to put this one right behind this potted plant right here so that it can't be seen from the street.
Okay, so that situation I told you guys about earlier, about that package that at the station that I had to take back because it was the right address but the wrong package because it didn't have the correct TBA and it didn't scan for me. That one they dropped without me doing anything else. They dropped it off of the itinerary, which now has thrown off the numbering. So it says this is stop 19, but it was originally stop 20. And I didn't want to have to turn around down this little narrow street, so this is one of the ones where I decided I was going to walk, get a few more steps in than usual. Another benefit to taking these earlier in the morning routes, especially here in Southern California, is it's not hot yet. It's only 72 degrees out, which is exactly the same temperature it was this morning when I picked up the route. So by the time I'm done with this route, it's not going to be hot yet. I'm going to be home in the cool until 3:45 this afternoon when I have to leave to go to my next route.
This one had a potted plant near the front door that was able to hide the package very well.
Alright, so we are officially 1 hour since we started doing the deliveries at the first stop, and I've just delivered package number 22, which means we are well ahead of schedule. Hopefully it works. Alright, so the block is done. It is 9:48 a.m. Sunday morning, June 1st, 2025. This was a 4-hour route that was supposed to end at 11 a.m. I am done an hour and 12 minutes early. Now it's time to head back home, but I'll need to stop and use the restroom first, maybe grab something to eat, so I may or may not be home right around the time of the block end. Until next time, thanks for watching. Drop and go.